Hey, AfterBuzzers, you're tuned into the SNL AfterBuzz After Show. We're talking about Season 44, Episode 2, Awkwafina, with Travis Scott as the musical guest. We're going to break down the sketches one by one, talk about our favorites, talk about Travis Scott. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, AfterBuzzers. Sorry, I've never heard that thing before.
Hey!
We're back. Oh, man. Amy is MIA. One day the three of us will be together again.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, next week. Till next time. Till then. Steph's here.
What's up, you guys? I'm Steph. Sabraw. I really was excited about this episode.
Yeah, I'm Kelly McInerney. I was super excited too because Awkwafina from Crazy Rich Asians. Oh, so cool. Let's talk.
She is cool.
Yeah. Let's just talk about it. What were your expectations going in with because I was so surprised that they chose her to host.
Same. I was really surprised because obviously that movie it was really funny and it was like a standout. It was kind of like I felt like Tiffany Haddish's role, except that Tiffany Haddish had like a way longer career at that time, but in terms of everyone remembered her role from that movie. And I was really excited because I know she's really funny and lively and stuff, but I was worried that they would overproduce her and make her like only like this like rapper thing, and I was kind of worried about the jokes that they would do, but I think they did a really good job. I feel like she really did a great job.
Yeah, she committed really well. She's only 29 too, and in the monologue she said like that she saw Lucy Liu's thing 18 years ago.
Yeah,
she's super like 11, right?
Yeah, I think so. Really young.
Wow, but yeah, I agreed. I think she was like this Tiffany Haddish of the Crazy Rich Asians cast because she did stand out. Yeah, I was excited about it because I think she's good with characters, and she did commit pretty hard with this episode. There were some flaws, but not her.
No.
Not her.
No. And not Kanye this time, so.
Yeah. Well, let's just break them down one by one. The cold open, it starts with the Republicans celebrating.
In the locker room.
Yeah. I don't know, it bummed me out.
Yeah, I really liked that they kind of elevated the setting in it, where it was like a fictional place as opposed to like so verbatim of what's happening like a newsroom or the president's suite or the Senate hearings.
Yeah.
So I liked that, and it is true. Like I just do imagine them all circle jerking in a locker room together and being like really lewd. But
yeah, that's another type, like all like white dudes celebrate, like it's another juxtaposition of like putting them in the locker room versus
yeah,
because they were frat bros. I mean, according to like Kavanaugh being like, oh, I just drank beers and did all that with my friends.
I went to Yale. No one cares. But yeah, I thought that Heidi did a really great job. She was the most committed, I feel like, throughout the episode. A lot of people broke this episode.
Yeah.
But she, I feel like, made every scene that she was in funnier because she would not break. And then, like, it was Beck who was Mitch McConnell, right?
I think, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was amazing.
With the face?
Yes, that was amazing. I've never seen someone execute that turtle face so well. So in terms of that, it was really great. And then Kate McKinnon as Lindsey Graham, I loved, but it bummed me out. I
did like some of the one, like I thought Kyle Mooney was good too, popping in and saying like random stuff. And then thank the male lord, like random like one like jabs like
yeah, I wrote that down. That was the only one I wrote down.
I also wrote a lot of pacemakers are put to the test tonight. That's what Heidi said. Super funny, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard SNL doing politics and like serious stuff. I don't know. It's getting more and more sensitive.
Yeah,
but.
Yeah, where it's like hard to laugh at because you want to laugh at it, and that's the point of SNL, to make it feel a little better, but it is hard when now it's a lifetime position. And you're like, well, this sucks.
Yeah. What are we gonna do? Anyways, we're just gonna keep trying to laugh with the monologue.
The monologue was good.
Yeah, it was sweet. It was sweet. Like, you could tell she was like happy and like excited to be there. You know. What did you think of it?
I feel the same way. I loved that enthusiasm because not every guest brings that, but she definitely did. And I actually love that a lot more when people bring that like nostalgic feeling of SNL. Like, this is such an honor. This is like the most OG show ever. Like, can't wait to be a part of it. So I really like that. And I know that Travis Scott was like that too. Like, he was like tweeting about how excited and like blessed he was. So it was really cool. I liked their duo connection like that. And I thought that I was worried about the monologue, but I think she did a really good job of getting her jokes in the beginning and then being serious but still fun.
Yeah, I liked the. I don't know if she does stand up, but it was really good, like stand up type jokes about how her dad has an accent and it sounds like Donald Trump. Like, that's such a funny, like, good. It's a good joke. You know? And yeah, she's the second Asian American woman to host SNL ever, which is crazy.
It's so special because I'm only 25% Japanese, but I'm involved in this group with Asian American women. Yeah. And just to see, I was so happy, and I was thinking about my grandma, how happy she would have been with Lucy Liu and her, because Awkwafina is such a like cool representation too. But they were so pumped. Like, they were kind of like the Awkwafina at the Lucy Liu performance.
Oh,
just
cool.
Posting about it. I'm like, this is awesome.
That's nice. Yeah, so it's been 18 years since Lucy Liu's, and we thought we'd show you the monologue that she had, because she also mentioned the Asian American stuff.
Yeah.
Here, just take a look.
Yeah, you'll see the difference in the times that we're living in.
Yeah, some problematic stuff.
But Lucy Liu killed it.
Yeah.
She really was funny still.
Yeah.
And she looks the exact same now.
Yeah, right?
Thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you. I am so excited to be here in New York City hosting Saturday Night Live. You know, I'm originally from Jackson Heights, Queens. All right. Got like
The
10 people
Queens.
here. Actually, I just found out that I am the first Asian woman to ever host SNL. This is amazing and so cool, and believe me, Connie Chung is pissed. But seriously, Asians have had to deal with a lot of stereotypes, had to overcome a lot of stuff, and I wasn't sure how sensitive everyone would be here. And but to tell you the truth, it's been amazing. It's been great. In fact, I made a little video diary to show everybody how it is to be a host here. Let's take a look. Oh, this is Monday meeting where everybody gathers in Lauren's office and pitches their ideas. I was so excited
I look
to be
so
there.
young.
And Tuesday night is writing night. The cast and the writers stay up all night to write the show, and I stayed around to help out as much as I could.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Got those small feet. Feel good on my bones. Oh, keep it up, girl. Me love you long time.
And Jimmy Fallon loves my style. He's so sweet. He asked me to help him to pick out something for Update this week.
That one's cool, but it's kind of wrinkly. I don't know. I'll pick that up in an hour.
Then Wednesday night, we had a big potluck dinner. Everyone really loved it. I made my grandmother's special recipe for Cocker Spaniel.
Oh, boy.
It's really tasty. I think everyone really enjoyed it.
That's good dog.
And Thursday night, Chris Kattan took me for this romantic ride through Central Park. It was great. It was crisp. It was refreshing. It was amazing. You know, a lot of people say that Lauren is cold and unapproachable and doesn't like to be touched and stuff, but I think we formed a really special relationship. It was like an intimate relationship. Buff?
Sure.
Yeah. So, I don't think that would have been used today.
But it was still done lightheartedly. Like
Yeah.
those are still stereotypes, but they're not as harmful as they could have been.
Yeah. I like that too. Like, I miss the old monologues of them preparing stuff,
Yeah.
not just singing or talking, you know?
Yeah, I love the behind the scenes footage. I
Mm-hmm.
like it and I feel like from the beginning of this episode, I kind of felt like, oh, are we getting back to that classic SNL pace and
Yeah.
type? And it did start like that, but it didn't end like that.
Wah, wah. Yeah, let's get into the sketches. The dance battle one, it was two groups of people, and then Travis Scott pops out, which is cool. And the whole bit was the Big Littles or whatever were doing game show songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really loved this one.
Yeah.
I was actually really laughing hard at this one. I thought it was like really simple, but the side of Travis Scott and Awkwafina and Leslie, their dance moves were really funny to me.
I just wanted them to go bigger.
You did?
And I get it. That's the whole point, is they're not supposed to be that good or whatever, but the other team thinks they're amazing. But I just wanted them to commit more and just go, like, weirder.
Yeah.
Like, I liked Travis Scott's because his was so tiny, and he was, like, a big choreographer or whatever, or backup dancer. So that was fun.
I did. I was, like, really happy that he came on stage.
Yeah.
And he was really funny and a good sport. That's what I was saying. Like, I feel like he really enjoyed being on SNL.
Yeah. I don't know much about... Well, we'll talk about him later.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it was a fun sketch. The next one, actually, I forgot about this one. I think it's one of my faves. The presidential alert thing and the Cricket wireless commercial.
Yes, I
Yeah.
knew you would like it. I'm like, they'll like Leslie in this one.
Yeah. Did you get the presidential alert on your phone?
Yes.
I didn't.
What kind of service do you have?
I don't have Cricket. I've got Verizon.
What?
Yeah.
You're hidden from the FBI?
I don't know how. I still get told
jealous.
marketers.
I was literally pissed all day. I was like, how dare he have my number?
I love all the jokes and how mean they got, like the presidential the tweet. They basically tweets just saying like, oh, Puerto Rico has enough paper towels now, and like that is something I would imagine him tweeting.
Like, and when they were like, was there any premise to this?
Yeah, this isn't even news. Or don't listen to somebody. Oh, Puerto Rico's fine now. Guess the paper towels work. Like, so messed up.
So fun. I thought that one was a really well done sketch.
Yeah, short, to the point. Like, you don't need to like make it so like out, like
No.
extend it. It was just simple, funny, done.
Yeah. Agreed.
I like how they're picking up like different things of the news, and I think they do really well sometimes with like topics, like the weirdest things, like dance, like the presidential alert, and then like later on how Pete commented on the Kanye
Oh
thing.
my gosh, I'm so glad he did that.
Yeah,
I'm so glad.
so good. Hidden Tales of Egypt, just Cleopatra getting her look, basically. I think they could have had more fun with this.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because it was really cool. Everyone was in like great costume. It was a great set. And I think everyone really committed. Even Kenan, I felt like wasn't doing like a smirk through it all.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of like a nice story. Like there wasn't a punchline, I felt. Other than they I don't know, they could have gone a little bit more with, I think it was Mikey and
Caesar, yeah.
Yeah, and her, because that was kind of funny. I was just like, sup, like, but...
Yeah, I think they were trying to do too many things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you had this fun idea of Kenan and Awkwafina being, like, catty hairstylists. Also, I think they used Kenan way too much this episode.
I think that Awkwafina and him probably had a good connection.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was, but I'm not a fan. Anyways, and then they had so they could have done more with that. They could have done more with, like, her not wanting, like, being simple, or her in the relationship with Caesar. Like, they had all these ideas, but then they just were like, and it's done. Okay, cool, yep. Here's a joke, that's it. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. They did have a lot going on, and I feel like it kind of just fell flat.
Oh well.
But it was fun. It was still a fun one.
Yeah. It was fun. I wanted to see more of the Caesar thing. But what can you do? I want to say it's not. Beto O'Rourke and Ted Cruz, the Ted Cruz hype man, because he's running for Senate against Beto O'Rourke. Just showing what a soggy guy, nothing goes well for him.
Yeah.
Which is good. Send that message.
And I'm glad it's universal. And that was happening during the election. If people forget that when he was going up against Trump, it was kind of this hard place because you were like, gosh, Trump is the worst. But Ted Cruz is unbearable to listen to. His cadence, and they mentioned that, which I'm glad they did, in the way he pauses every time he speaks, and he's making this annoying point. They hit that really well, and it's he seems just kind of like misfortunate.
Yeah, everything that I love the idea of the streamers just being wet.
Yeah.
And then it works for Kenan.
And the idea of having two diversified people in your group to pump up the crowd. But this is a really important race, so I'm glad that they touched on it, because Beto O'Rourke actually, for a place like Texas, is making a lot of waves for the Democratic Party.
Good, yeah. I was gonna say, I like the escalation in this. How it started with just the microphone squeaking or whatever, and then it just went more and more crazy.
And then his nose broke.
Yeah. That's a way to escalate a scene, SNL.
Yeah.
Before we talk more about stuff, I just want to say, hey, AfterBuzzers. Our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows. From dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. There's no network that works harder to serve the television fans. That's you guys. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be, because they're optional. You can check that off. You don't have to get emails from us or whatever. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel, and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know if you did in the comments, and we'll thank you on the air. For now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk. Whoa.
Yes.
That's us.
That's us.
Woohoo. Travis Scott. I'm not. See, he performed the second second song was really pretty, visually nice.
That's what he's known for. Actually, I'm a huge fan of Travis Scott's music, and I've seen him perform live, and I'm glad he did the second song, because he's actually known for being a rock star on stage. His fans are crazy, but they have so much fun. They do get dangerous, but it is really fun. They call it the rodeo, and they're wild, and he's full on jumping off stage. He has eagles soaring in the air, flames everywhere.
Wow.
He screams, and he's really, really magnetic. So I was kind of surprised at the first choice. I still think he committed and did a good job, but I was really happy with the second song, because he is known for the visual effects, and he does produce and make all his music. So I'm glad the little details of him making this, adding sound to it and things like that. And he had John Mayer there.
I didn't notice he was there until the end, but
I thought he did a really good job.
Yeah,
really good job.
Better than Kanye. Kanye, who usually is known to do a great performance on SNL, was just an idiot.
It was because they're both producers. This is how they a lot of times people call Travis Scott Kanye's son, basically, because Kanye is the one who put him on. And so it's weird that you can be a producer and you see colors when you hear sound, but you literally don't have your sound on set.
Yeah.
At all. His sound last week was so bad, and I was kind of worried, but then I was like, no, I feel like that was his fault, because this performance was night and day better.
Yeah, it was really good. And the lighting, it was good.
Yeah, we
fan.
like you, Travis.
Yeah, good job. I was kind of scared. I didn't know what to think of him, because at the end he just screamed.
Oh yeah, that's what he does.
Oh.
That's literally what he does.
But he seemed excited, and I love when musical guests are in sketches. It kind of makes me Oh, you are excited. I mean, I think musical guests sometimes don't have the opportunity to be in sketches, but when I see them in it, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna save update for later because
It's update.
and it's the best. Date a magician. Are you willing to date a magician?
So much promise.
Yeah, it was such a good idea from the get-go when she was like, I just ended a relationship with a DJ. Perfect. Like, perfect beat. And then, I don't know, well, first of all, starting off The Magicians with Kenan is just going to put a bad taste in my mouth anyways. But I don't know, there was something missing, right? What did you think?
It was interesting because I'm the type that actually really likes when people break, especially like the Jimmy Fallon, like Will Ferrell, Rachel Dratch, when they would break, and Tina Fey, Tina Fey doesn't really break, but I love that. And so this episode, I did like that they were breaking, so I'm like, they must have had a really good week together and like things are going well. But the writing wasn't that funny. So it's like when they used to break, it was funny. Like, I got that. I was like, I would die.
Yeah, I was waiting for, like, once Pete started laughing, I was like, oh, he's gonna say something funny. And it was like, wait, you're laughing about that?
Yeah, because Pete really doesn't break.
Yeah.
Like,
he sometimes does.
yeah,
I think.
I guess it's been like a season off. I was just surprised because usually when he used to, it was like he was about to say something like really inappropriate or something.
And like, I don't know. I was wondering if maybe we didn't see something. Maybe there was something going on that the camera wasn't showing.
Or I started to think, was it Heidi and
Alex?
Yeah, because they were they did not break in their they were like the Lannisters in dance costumes.
Yeah.
And that was really funny. Each of their individual characters were so funny, and the like costume was so funny, but
great ideas. Like I even loved the Pete one as just a guy that hurts himself.
Such a weirdo.
But make it crazier. Like, I wanted to see that tongue more. Like, you just cut away from it. I don't know. It's missing stuff. And I didn't understand why he appeared out of nowhere at the end. Like, out of all the magicians, he's not going to pop up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah, I thought that was another one that I did think Kyle Mooney was funny, though, too.
Yeah, yeah.
But he never... Have you ever seen him break?
I don't think so.
He's so in character. That's why people don't get his humor.
Yeah.
They're like, was that serious?
That's just him. yeah. I get that. Didi's baby shower. So you said that this was supposed to be her, what's it?
So last week, Adam Driver, and I think this was like universally people's favorite, was the Abraham H. Parnassus. I don't know. All I remember is Mordecai's father.
Yeah.
Mordecai. And he killed that. And so I thought this one was supposed to be a setup for that. Mm-hmm. And I think that Awkwafina did a really good job with her character. But like you agreed, right?
I think this is her like wacky character-y sketch. But to be honest, for Awkwafina, number one wasn't that wacky because that's just. She's wackier in Crazy Rich Asians, you know? She could have been even weirder. And yeah, I didn't like any of the characters in it. I think that's why. Because at first you felt bad for Cecily, and then you realize, oh no, she's just shallow, and she just thought about having a baby right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that too.
You know? I thought if she was going to be like, I've wanted a baby forever, I think I might have liked it more, because she more depth of a character. Not that you need super depth, but like you have to like something about the people.
Yeah.
And the other girls were just, I don't know, it was weird fighting. I wish like even Awkwafina could have done like trash the place even more.
Yeah, I think that she was really funny in like her body, her mannerisms, and like the way she committed to the character, but I think she could have been wilder.
Yeah.
She wasn't like that escalating, but she was in character.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I think Leslie broke a little bit.
Leslie broke this entire episode.
Yeah. What else?
Minus the cricket.
Yeah.
Which was pre-recorded.
Yeah. Like, she could have done something with the pizza. The whole time I'm like, how, you're just going to hold the pizza the whole time just to make it like a visual thing?
Yeah.
Mess it up or something. You have a pizza in your hand. Do something with it. Yeah. Oh, whatever.
Maybe she wanted to eat it. I get that.
Mm-hmm. Next one was a pumpkin patch. I just love a good dick joke, you know? I just wanted there to be more of it, though, because it was just, I felt like it was the same joke over and over.
Yeah, it was, but I did think that they had a good ending in terms of you find out that the owner of the pumpkin patch basically does the same stuff, probably even worse.
Yeah. Or, like, I don't know if he does it or if he just knows, because didn't they ask him, have you ever done it before? And he's like, no. Or
but then why would he stock up their entire thing and then tell them that the ones with the darker orange skin are softer?
Yeah, it's true.
Sounds like a professional.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they needed Awkwafina in it, though.
Yeah.
I think you could have just had two guys, because she's just like, oh, yeah, I told them to do it. That's not the same.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he was his father-in-law, but he's like my wife's father.
Yeah. Kyle is really good at just committing to the character. Even Beck in it. His weird voice.
Yeah, I think
good.
that they wrote this one.
Yeah. The last sketch was the actress roundtable Me Too with Debette Goldry. Debette usually goes big. And it was just like, it was shorter than most of them.
It was very not memorable.
Yeah.
For me.
All I remember is her calling the Rosebud her pee hole. I think she said pee hole.
I just think this is the time that women comedians are hilarious, and you see like outside of SNL them really exploring comedy in different ways, and they haven't been allowed. And I think that the women on this cast need to be the ones that take this to the next level.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they can get, like, they have 80, they can get so weird. I want them to get really weird. Like, they should be doing weirder stuff than Kyle Mooney and stuff. I feel like they could get to that level. They have Kate McKinnon, they have Cecily.
Heidi. Like, I think they're all strong sketch performers, but something's wrong with the writing. But who knows? We don't know. Like,
yeah. I just want them to get weird, like you always say.
Yeah, I want them to too, but I don't know. I sometimes feel like, am I wrong? Because they won the Emmy last year, this year, and it was like the most watched season in a long time.
Yeah, so, and even my dad has been texting me like, "Did you see this skit? It's genius."
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know.
I think they're just trying to reach more people than just be liberal, but I don't know. Maybe my taste is changing.
Maybe I'm weirdo.
Just going through a crisis. No. But we have to talk about Update, which we agree is like the MVP best part of the night, specifically Pete's role.
Yes, MVP for sure.
Lately, every time he's on Update, it's a slam dunk.
Yeah, his confidence, I mean, he does say it's attributed to Ariana basically, but it's shot up and it shows you how powerful that is, because he's always been hilarious, but he wasn't finding his stride on SNL, and now it's like, when he's gonna come up, it's funny. And him and Colin Jost, their like back and forth is always good.
Yeah. I always think though, even last season when he was on Update, he would always bring good points. Like that one, somebody was making fun of that basketball player for coming out with mentally.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, "Hey,
Kevin Love."
Yeah. That was a good bit.
Yeah, he's done a really great job handling mental illness and like putting it into comedy in a really funny and teachable way.
Yeah, it's a good type of self-deprecating. Like even with how he introduced himself here, he's like, I wanted to give it to Che, but I'm the sick one, the crazy one, and we know who's behind the wheel of the Kanye.
Yeah, when he was like, Che's the black one, I'm the mentally ill one, and we know who's behind the Kanye today.
Yeah.
So true.
It's so true, so funny. Like, and he said what everybody wanted to hear, kind of. Like, I love that they mentioned the Kanye thing right after, and they showed he's like, I'm just gonna leave, go on a career.
Yeah, I love when he was talking about, he's like, my mom and my friends always say, like, just because you're mentally ill doesn't give you a pass to be a dick.
Yeah.
And that's like a lot of my friends and family who struggle with mental illness. Like, it's exactly true. Like, yeah, like we do have to realize that you have an illness or there's an imbalance and we're fixing fixing it, but you can't push everyone away.
Yeah.
And my favorite part, though, which I've been trying to articulate, and Pete did such a good job of it, was, yes, you are a music genius. That's never going to be taken away from you. But just because you're a music genius does not mean that you're the genius of politics and things that you don't even understand.
Yeah.
That's what pisses me off the most about Kanye. I'm like, you don't get to decide that your opinion's right when you haven't been in this arena, and you're going to talk about how you're going to wear a Make America Great Again hat right after the Kavanaugh hearings. Like, you don't actually know anything.
Mm-hmm. And I loved how he called him out, being like, Kanye said we were making fun of him for wearing that hat. Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. I wish I did.
And then when he played the video, when he was, Colin Jost starts walking out, and then he was like, or Colin just puts his head down, and he's like, I'm leaving because I'm trying to keep my job.
Yeah. So I want a career. So good. Best thing of the night. The Trump sons also were on it. I thought they were pretty funny. I love the puppet. I love Eric's just like, what's his face? Mikey? No, it's Alex.
Alex.
Yeah. His commitment to just being like, oh, it's a real thing. Like, it was so good.
I love them.
Yeah.
I think they do such a good job of making them more character version, but probably very similar to what they...
Yeah. All the jokes were great, too. Like, Kavanaugh got 50 yeses, which is the most yeses he's ever got.
Oh, yeah. The other one I wrote was lied under oath during a job interview. That's like cheating on your wife on your wedding day. Mm-hmm. That was really good.
So overall, the episode was okay. Like, Update is still the best. That's always the thing I look forward to most, and it's not letting me down yet, so that's good. What do you think? What did you think of it?
The episode as a whole? Yeah, I thought it started really strong, and I liked the direction they were going in, and then it just kind of like fell flat. And I was watching it with my roommates, and they said something interesting, which has kind of been in the back of my head a lot for last season as well, where it's like the last part of the episode just seems like they were just trying to fill in time.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's weird. Like, it shouldn't feel like that.
No, yeah. It's weird, though, because some of the later ones, no, I guess just the Pumpkin Patch was, like, the better one. What can you do? I do like, I also read an article. Well, here, let's talk about news and gossip. Want to do that?
Yeah, news and gossip.
All right.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Do you have any news?
Well, I'm trying to lay low on because all of it is political, obviously. We know the Kavanaugh hearings, he was just confirmed, which they covered. Mm-hmm. And I thought they did a good job of kind of explaining what was happening.
Yeah. I just read an article about Awkwafina hosting, and she's like the 18 years, but they also mentioned that they're trying to diversify the cast more, and it's now only 63% white for SNL, which is not bad. Like, no. Good for them.
I was thinking during the dance-off, I'm like, I like this. I like this look. Like, we have, like, at that time, we had 4 black SNL casts on the screen for that episode, and that was really cool to see.
Yeah.
With 2 women, black women, which is important.
Yeah. I'm also surprised, though, that Chris and Heidi haven't gotten promoted yet.
I think Chris is I think they're both hilarious.
Yeah, they're so good.
Chris's face, the eyes, the super
crazy. Oh yeah, Hunter the Hungry.
Yeah,
the crazy eyes. Oh man, so good. I also saw the Love Gilda documentary. There's a Gilda Radner documentary out.
Oh what?
Yeah. And it's like kind of, I guess, based off of her book, but it also has interviews with like Bill Hader, Amy Poehler, Melissa McCarthy, I think Cecily Strong, and it's pretty cool.
Where is it streaming?
No, I saw it in an independent. It's at a Laemmle theater.
Okay, so it might come out soon on the streaming net. Okay, I'm gonna look out for that.
Yeah, check it out or see it in theaters. I don't know if it's gonna go to any big theaters, but it's pretty good. If you ever watch the Chris Farley one, it's similar to that type of thing.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's inspiring.
Yeah.
She worked so hard.
Yeah.
But that's all I have for the news and gossip.
No, that's good.
Yeah. Next week, Seth Meyers and Paul Simon are hosting. I don't know. How do you feel about this?
I'm really excited for Seth.
Yeah.
I don't know much of Paul Simon, but I will listen to some stuff before we...
Simon and Garfunkel, he's known for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I knew it sounded familiar, but I like did not. I was like, is this an individual artist I didn't know about?
Yeah.
Like, I was confused.
He's also been on a lot. Like, he was in the...
Oh, of course. Okay.
The Five Timers Club. There was like a sketch where Tom Hanks was being let in, I think, and he was like just working at the Five Timers Club, because whenever you host SNL 5 times, you know, you get into the club.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I think they're gonna do like a special thing with that, because he's been on I think he was in one of the first episodes of SNL. Like, he's been had a relationship with SNL for a while.
That's cool, because I was wondering, because I haven't heard. That's why I was confused.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Seth Meyers, I'm not a huge fan of his.
You're not?
No, I don't know. I just think he's too snarky, and I don't know. I was never a fan of his update. I'm glad that Jost and Che took over and stuff.
Yeah.
But we'll see. He never did much sketches. Like, he did when he first started SNL, but then he was primarily a writer and update person. So it's going to be interesting to see him do sketches.
Yeah, it is true. I'm not a huge Seth Meyers fan. I think he has really good monologues on his show and good commentary in general, but he's never been like the funniest person to me.
Yeah. I wonder, like, did they not try and get somebody else and they couldn't? So that's why they're like, oh, Seth works here too. So.
I keep saying, like, Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper mix.
Yeah.
That could have been a really good duo.
That would have been
A
good.
Star is Born. But I think he is a vet, so it's always good when there's a vet on the show.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Until next time, though, I guess.
Oh, yeah. You guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Steph Sabraw, because we do love talking to you guys after the show, so make sure to leave us comments and rate us on iTunes.
Yeah, subscribe, like us, all that stuff. I'm Kelly McInerney. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at HollyWeirdo. Yeah, just comment with your opinions. Are you excited about Seth? Let us know. Till next time, see you later.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.